Hi, Laura Davis Taylor, DSF Live, and we are at the floor at the NEC booth, InfoComm. And if you haven't heard about NEC ALP yet, you need to. This is an industry rocking solution. And Kelly Harlin runs NEC ALP. And there's even yet more features that are being announced this week. And we asked Kelly to take us through a road test, actually a tour, I should say, of some of the coolest new things. Kelly, can you show us what you're doing?
Absolutely, thanks Laura. So there's a couple of very cool things that I think it's important to know about ALP Pro. So in here, knowing that understanding content and the effectiveness of content is really key to a retailer and end user. I love this part of the dashboard. So when you actually log into ALP Pro on your dashboard, you are going to immediately see for the time period you're looking at the top 3 messages that performed during that time period and the impressions that received, the opportunity of people walking by, so who you didn't convert, so how you understand how wide your audience was, and then who actually looked at that message, and then you can look at how you targeted it. So in this instance, we had someone above 54, a male, and you've got your attributes here. We got the above 54 male and playing when it's sunny, so you can get very granular targeting, and then you can say, how did I do with my message? So you can look and say, I did great here, but I also have this audience here at 35 to 44 that was interested in content, so I have a whole demographic I wasn't even looking at. And I think that's key. So helping understand who your audience is and identifying other opportunities I think is really important.
So just to give the industry a little color on how important this is, it used to take my firm 10 years ago over 30 hours a month to do one dashboard report that gives us just numbers, not the visuals on what you're doing on the fly right now.
You're absolutely right, and I think it is a huge pain point for retailers. And so along the lines of content and effectiveness of content, because it's so important, I love this part of ALP. So in our reporting function, in measurement, message conversion, so this allows you to track the effectiveness of content and what lift it provided during a promotional period. So in here, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be fashion. It could be for a service. It could be for an event. It'll show you what your sales were prior to triggering ads, what happened when you triggered the ads, and what happened after. And then the best part about it is it'll show you the ads that triggered during that promotion and show you how much they converted in conversions. Now we're doing this by tying it to POS, so it actually is hard data on conversions. So it's great to see how effective were your ads and what really drove the needle.
So we mentioned NEC ALP on a center stage presentation yesterday about understanding retail behavioral analytics to optimize digital signage, and we really called out how InfoComm's evolved because we're talking about CX now. But in the end, all the CX, all the customer experience design, it only matters if it's converting. Places and spaces and businesses have to sell. And so what this is power, because knowledge is power. And we can fight all day over what creative's going to work, but it doesn't matter. In my opinion, nothing else matters. It's all about what's pulling. And when you can see real time, oh wait, this one was okay, but this one hit it home. Hey, creative team, do more of that. And by the way, it looks like we could kind of dial up over here to better maximize how to sell more of those shorts. Let's figure it out. Let's test and learn.
Absolutely, and because it is near real time, you can go through while the promotion is going on and look at day and by hour how your content's performing. So if you want to get that granular, you can do that. So you can make changes on the fly, which you couldn't do a couple of years ago, and in some cases you can't do now with different systems. So we feel like the true value of ALP Pro is bringing that insight for driving conversions, because you're right, that's what it's all about. We're driving sales, and it could be sales of services, it could be sales of retail items. We're looking at different verticals, and there's so many different ways to use this to benefit the business, and it's really exciting, so we're pretty happy with what's happening today.
You know, the other thing it does, because a lot of times in retail, nobody owns the store, and everyone does have an opinion. It's the great neutralizer. What really works, irrefutable proof.
Absolutely, and I actually came from an end user world for 20 years. I was a director of marketing, and we had a lot of anecdotal information come from the field or executives, and everyone had an opinion. And this actually takes all that out and says, this is what's happening, and this is where we need to go, and it's irrefutable. So it really does a lot to make some great decisions. So that's what's important about the platform.